Hello, what's up? It's very cold today, so I'm doing this video with a tea. Anyway, this is part 5 of my story, and in this part I will talk about how I moved from Germany to England to go to this boarding school called Hurtwood House in Surrey. I don't know if any of you are thinking about moving from where you grew up to somewhere completely different. I definitely recommend it because I've done it. I've lived in England for 5 years and now I've moved to LA and it's been so amazing. So I don't know, maybe talking about this whole journey might help some people or maybe encourage some people. That would be really cool. Also, if you guys have any questions about anything, feel free to ask. I don't always mention every detail in these videos because I try to keep them short, but you know. Anyway, as mentioned in my last video, I was able to get an audition for a scholarship for this boarding school. And this was not an online audition, this was an in-person audition, so I had to fly to England and drive to Surrey and go to the school. And this was my first time in England, my first time in any English-speaking country, really. I was 15. And there were 3 parts to this audition. There was acting, dancing, and singing. And for acting, we had to choose a monologue from a Shakespeare play, which I'd never done acting before. That's a bit of a... That was super challenging. I chose the one from Merchant of Venice. I don't know if you guys know that one. Portia's monologue or something. And I practiced that like 5 million times. Anyway, then there was dancing. This is where I completely embarrassed myself. I'll get to that. And then there was singing, which I thought was gonna go sort of well because singing is my main thing. And yeah, I kind of embarrassed myself there too. Anyway, the first thing I noticed when I arrived in the school and they put us in this waiting room is how different the whole environment is. The whole mentality there was very different. I immediately noticed that. For me, rather than it being like weird or something, I thought it was a very nice thing to notice. People were just casually making conversations and talking to one another. I didn't really have that in my hometown a lot, but I thought it was nice because I felt like, maybe that was just me, but I felt like it created a very encouraging environment. And it made people feel more welcome. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna get to the embarrassing part first. We had to do this dance audition. Listen, I have done ballet before in my life, but that happened quite a while ago at that point. So the things I remember were pretty much nothing. So we walked into this dance studio, right? First of all, I didn't get the memo. I did not know this was a ballet audition. I thought this was gonna be like hip hop jazz dance or whatever, but it was not. It was very much ballet. So I showed up there in like t-shirts and joggers and I was like, yeah, let's go. And there were some people really prepared in like ballet tutus and cool, like they looked amazing. And I was there like, oh. And they gave each of us numbers. We were in a large group, we all got numbers. And the number you had represented the order in which we had to do the exercises in front of the teachers. Guess what number I got? That's right, number 1. They were like, yeah, just get to the front of the line and when we tell you to do the exercise, you do it first. In front of everybody. In front of some of the people who had done this their whole life and were like really, really good. And dude, I could not do the splits. I couldn't remember any of the thingies. And I remember there was this one moment, oh my god. They were like, okay, jump and do the splits while you jump. And I couldn't say no, you know what I mean? You can't just go, I can't do that. You have to be like, yeah, okay. Dude, look, I knew I couldn't do it, alright? But I was like, you know what, we're here now. We might as well. So I did, I jumped, but I did not jump very high. And whatever I was trying to do, it was not the splits. It kind of just looked like I tripped and fell and then clumsily kind of landed. And there was an awkward silence after I was done with that exercise. And I was like, oh no. And the teacher was like, that was great, well done. It was not great, but I appreciate that she said that. Okay, I'm gonna have to do a part 6 and tell you the rest because oh my god, these videos are getting way too